I'm testing out my new camera. It's the Pocket 3 and this is my first attempt. Hopefully we get it right. I only have 40% charge of this mic. This is also not the Rode mic that I'm always using. So we're gonna do and make this fast, okay? In today's class, we're gonna be strengthening our forearms. So we're just gonna jump right away. All right, we're gonna start in a child's pose with the curled toes under, okay? Extend your hands all the way in front and let's really push all the way down. Drop the forearms down. And then let's take a deep breath in together, breathing in, breathing out. A little bit of stillness here. Feeling your body here, wiggling your fingertips, and then your toes, shake it. Just a little bit of awareness right there, and then we're going to lift our forehead off the mat. Look forward and straight ahead. You're going to round your spine forward as you lift your hips to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale to arch and back bend, sit down. Good. Round, inhale. Arch, exhale. One more time, round, forward. And then you're gonna stay here, you're gonna arch the back, look up. Inhale. Exhale. Round, inhale. Exhale to round. Good. Now you're gonna push back, arching the back as you drop the forearms down. Good. From here, we're going to do this motion from forearms all the way to tabletop. Okay, 4 or 5. Drop forearms, lift up, 4. Drop. 3. Drop. 2. And as you drop, really pointing your elbows towards your midline. Drop. 1, and we're gonna add one more time. Drop, and then lift up. Good. From here, lift the knees, and then you're gonna stack it below your hips. Okay? So hovered from the mat, and we're just gonna hold this position as you hollow the upper spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, core is strong, 5, 4, 3, really activate the muscles, 2, and 1, lift your knees all the way up, hips up, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, you're gonna start to pedal the feet, bending one knee at a time, and I really want you to get your breath connected with your body, okay? So really clearing everything in your nostrils by inhaling deeply through the nose. Excuse me, I'm stuffed up. Exhale out. Okay, now finding your own pace here. Warming up the legs, really pushing yourself all the way up. So now your shoulders really all the way next to the ears, right? So you're not sagging down. I want you to really elevate the shoulders up towards the ears. Good. Now steady your downward dog. It's okay if you have a bend in your knees here. That is totally fine. You're gonna round your spine forward and then wave it back to arch. Round forward and then wave it back. Okay? Same thing what we're gonna do, but this time as you drop, as you arch back rather, you're gonna drop the forearms to dolphin. Good. And now lift up. And then round, and then again, arch the back. Knees are straight as much as possible as you all the way driving the elbows towards your midline. Good. And then dolphin, and then lift up, down dog, look back, and round, okay? Doing this at your own pace, and then feeling your body. Good. Lift up, and all the way to round. Straightening the knees this time and really arching that back so you can drop the forearms, elbows towards the midline. Good. From the drop, you're gonna look back and then push all the way, elevate the shoulders, and then hold. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Round, forward. Good. Arch the back. Knees are straight. Dropping the forearms, elbows towards the midline. Look back. Beautiful job. Now from here, you're gonna stay here. You're gonna walk your feet towards your elbows and keeping your knees as straight as possible. Now, feeling your body. If this is your maximum range to go closer to elbows, then stay there. Okay? From here, you're gonna burn your forearms now. You're gonna clasp your fingertips together, right? Prayer position or all the way to closed fist. I like my pinky out to really support me. And then you're going to really insert your head back. Beautiful. It's okay if you have a bend in your knees here. You want to just glue your belly to your thigh. Like this, right? And still all the way back. So imagining that your back is flat and straight up. Okay? And then from here, now if you can straight it, then that's awesome. I like my index and pinky finger out on this position. And then we're going to do this kind of dolphin push-ups, if you will. So you will basically tip your toes if you're not there yet. Or if you're there, then you're just going to lean forward. Forehead to touch the thumbs. Okay? And then back. Drop, look back, drop the heels, and then tip the toes, touch your thumbs with the forehead, and drop. It's gonna really burn, and we're gonna do this for 5 more. Tap, 5. Drop, look back. 4, look back. 3, look back. 2, look back. And 1, now you're gonna walk all the way to your dolphin pose. Good job. Burning, huh? Now you're gonna drop the knees down and then you're gonna extend your hands all the way forward to child's pose to rest. Now I want your knees out, right? So you can really dip your torso down and stay here. Breathe. Last breath cycle together, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, you're gonna round now your spine, lift the hips from your heels, and then you're in this wide knees position, right? You're gonna lift your toes up to touch the heels to bum, doesn't have to touch, and then you're gonna really dip your hips down, right? So now you're more like internally rotating your shoulders in front of you, and that is fine. And then sink your hips really deep, holding, breathing, back bending, and then pushing back, dropping the shins down. Child's pose, knees are wide. Good. Roll your spine forward, finding that king cobra as you lift the toes up, right? Sinking the hips down, and maybe now it touches, maybe not. It's fine wherever you are. You're going now to really open the shoulders out, right? Externally rotating, having that micro bend in the elbows so you could maybe drop the neck to feel good without pinching, touching the toes to the head, right? You could also come up to your fingertips to see if you could maybe reach and then drop. Good. Now you're dropping into your belly, and then you're gonna come onto your Sphinx pose. Adjust yourself on the mat. Good. Hands or forearms in front. You could measure the distance by grabbing your arms with both hands, and then hands will slide forward. Beautiful. Now I want your elbows more towards the midline, right? More like closer than the shoulders distance. Curl the toes under. You're gonna lift the knees from the mat. Mine is lifted. I don't know, maybe my pants might not be looking like it's lifted, but it's lifted so that we're gonna engage the quads and the glutes, squeezing towards each other, back bending, lifting your torso up. Look straight ahead, holding this position for 10. 9, your legs are strong. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax for a little bit, untuck the toes, and then I want you to clasp your fingertips again to meet, to bind, or pinky out, or maybe index out. You have a lot of options. You could also have this kind of a gun shape with a pinky, right? So I mix this kind of hand position depending on my mood, and then curl the toes under, and then you're gonna lift your hips all the way to your forearm plank, right? And then I want you to really adjust your feet where it's comfortable to round your upper spine. Now from the rounded upper spine, you're gonna sink your hips by squeezing your butt cheeks together, and now you're gonna send your hips down. Hold for 10, 9, look to your thumb, 8, 7, 6, 5, push up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're not gonna rest. You're gonna lift the right leg up, hold for 5, point the toes, 4, straighten everything, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, switch sides, left foot up, point the toes, stretch your body, stretch, reach, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, and then right knee will bend, hollow the body, knee to chest, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out, left knee now towards the chest, hollow the upper body, 4, 5, 4, look back, 3, 2, and 1. You're not gonna rest. You're going to lift that right leg up, and then you're gonna tap the right knee outside of the shoulder or the elbow, wherever you want or wherever it can touch, and then you're gonna drop. Lift the left foot, bend the knee to the side, and then tap the left shoulder. 4, 5 sets, okay? Right knee, tap. Left knee, tap. That's 5. Okay, right knee, tap. Left knee, tap. 4. Good job. Right knee, tap. Left knee, tap. 3. Good. You got this. Tap the right. Ooh. Left knee to tap. That's 2. Last set. Right leg up. Bend the knee outside to tap. Good. And then the other knee to tap. Woohoo! For the obliques to drop, knees down. Push back to your child's pose to rest, and option to send your arms behind or to the sides so that you could really let go of that forearms on the mat. Drop the forehead down, and then allow the elbows to really hang heavy with gravity. A few breaths to rest. Good. Now when you're ready, okay, a few more drills. Extend your hands all the way in front. Roll your spine forward, tabletop, curl the toes under. Lift the knees and hips up, downward facing dog. All right, good job. From here, we're gonna have our feet together and we're just gonna stretch our legs, right? Push yourself all the way up. The back is flat and straight from the head all the way up to the hips. Right leg will lift up, breathing in. Good, and exhaling, bending the knee. Open up the hips. Feel the hips really opening. Good, and now you're gonna square the hips with a bent knee. Good, and now extend the right leg up. Woohoo, and then look back. Okay, from here, you're gonna bend the knee, squared hips this time, and you're just gonna try to really reach for the head, right? So now, lifting the head up, really getting that half scorpion shape, back bending, point the toes, energy from every part of your body, you feel that. Holding that position, from there, you're gonna shift a little bit back where you can drop the forearms down, slow and controlled. You're going to really engage the core, and then elbows will now drop towards your midline. Good job. That is intense, but you got that. All right, extend the right leg up, hold that position, and try to see if you could drop the back heel as much as possible with straight knees. It doesn't have to drop, but just feeling that stretch, it is gonna be intense, but you are here, you are doing it. 4, 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, and slowly drop, 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 drop. Oh, and 1, drop the right foot down. Beautiful job. You're gonna push all the way up to your downward facing dog. Woo! Good job. We're gonna do that on the left side. Okay, feet together. If you're not there yet, we're gonna breathe in, left leg lifts up. Exhaling, bending the knee, opening the hips to the left side. Breathe and stay here. Option to flex the foot if you like. That feels different. Stretch and then point. Breathe. All right, with a bent knee, you're gonna square the hips, extend more of that left leg again, and this time bending the knee with squared hips, shifting your weight forward to get that half scorpion shape. Reach, reach, reach up, back bend. Really, quad is burning here. Everything is burning. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Extend the left leg up. Look back, okay? Now this time, we're gonna try a different approach. From the straight knee, we're gonna drop the elbows. I want you to get a feel of both. When you're ready, breathing in. And then exhaling, really engage the core, slow and steady. Elbows towards the midline. Good job. Now bend the knee. Woohoo! And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay there. You're gonna clasp your fingertips to bind. Beautiful, and elbows more towards your midline. And then you're going to do this for 5. Good. Shifting forward for 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it all the way down and doing that on the other side. Right leg lifts up, breathing in. And bending the knee, exhaling. 4, 5. Shift forward and drop. 4 and back. 3, back, forward, 2, and 1, all the way back, and lift or drop the foot down. Knees down and wide child's pose, hands to your sides. Drop the forehead, breathe. Okay. For our last one, you want to be next to a wall for this one, so you can pause and then do this with me. All right? We're gonna try our Pincha Mayurasana with our wall. Okay? I'm gonna do it with the glass, and then you want to just like kind of warm up quickly, rotating. And again, as always, I encourage people to always warm up before my classes, because or any classes, everybody's gonna be different with the warm up. And then you want to really warm up the wrists. If that is something that, hurting for you, you always want to warm up the wrist. And then shake. Okay? And then I like to really warm up with my hands flat, firmly, and then forward, hold, and then back. Good. And then wrist to touch. Fingertips left and right. You're going to lean to the right, hold. Lean to the left, hold. Good. We're not really gonna do handstands, but it's good to kind of warm up the wrist too. And then we're gonna start to rotate circles clockwise first, at least for me, and then counterclockwise. This is just a shortcut because I don't know how and where my battery is now at. I still need to get used to this camera. So I'm just like practicing and trying. All right. Now when you're ready, shake it. And we're gonna measure the distance of your wall, okay? So you want to sit down. I'm just gonna put my anklet onto the side so that I have all these for you. You wanna sit down to measure the distance, right? Like this, and flexed feet, do you see? Right? And then from there, this is now the distance for me. I will place my fingertips there. Okay? And then from there, that's where you want your hands, like this. At least for me, because I want it very, very close to the wall. Again, this is gonna depend on everybody's flexibility or mobility or your end range, right? So you want to just like really trial and error, move and adjust yourself. And with this wall, I want you to really interlace your fingers behind. not behind, but in front of you. And then, so that this way your elbows are closer, right? The tendency when you start to press up, see this? Your elbows will kind of like send out or like move outwards for a little bit of an inch, I think. This is gonna depend on, you know, how you press. So I want you to really get this clasped fingertip so that you can have your elbows close towards each other. And then you're gonna first really get into your tippy toes and push back. Okay, now my ball of my feet is on the wall, right? Literally right next to the wall. Okay, from there, you could have your pincha hands down if this is more comfortable for you. Obviously, whatever you can do to get comfortable is perfect and is fine. I just want you to get this interlace so that you have your elbows close to each other. Now you're gonna start to really have your foot up to the wall. Okay, from there, you're going to, it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. Just where to where you can actually press your ball of your feet to the wall and then lift your hips or your toe, other toe from the ground. Now I want your head all the way, really push and look up to the toes, right? And now you're really seeing my scapula or my shoulders all the way pushing up. And now my belly and my thigh are glued together. This is your compression, and then you're gonna drop. Whew. Now if that burns into your forearms, because mine is burning, let's shake it up a little bit. Whew, and then we're gonna do that on the other side. That's a great way to get a feel of the stacking and to really just build upper body strength without having to strain yourself all the way up. Because I got this question this morning and I wanted to share this here so that maybe it might be helpful to a lot of people, right? Or you. All right, now onto the other side. Woohoo! You could start with this pike position or feet together. Whatever really works for you, it doesn't really matter. And then now we're going to touch the left foot to the wall. All right, and then from there, before you lift, I want your head really all the way back. Right? So now you will feel this kind of stacking motion of the shoulders to the hips as you lift and hover that right foot. See, its right foot is hovering now, and then you're gonna stack, right? This doesn't really matter wherever it is. It's just hovering so that you could balance with one leg supporting you, which is a lot harder than having both feet up, right? So you want this to you can get your compression with both thighs to belly, holding until you feel the burn, and then release. Woohoo! Big breath in, reach up, and then exhale. I like to bend to the side to, what do you call this? Rest in a flexible position, if you will, or like a stretch. Good. Center. Good. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Good. And then you're gonna repeat that. And I'm gonna show you on the mat, just feeling the stacking of the joints. So if this is kind of like, you know, you're trying to just find your proprioception when you're upside down, I also like my palms flat, and I kind of do this kind of, I don't know what this shape is, but I'm stacking my thumbs and then doing this and then like this. I don't know, I like this stability more. This is really gonna depend on everything, your mobility, your bone structure. Like for me, this is like, because probably of my wrists, I like this way, kind of like a cupping motion. Good. And then from here, the dolphin shape, right? You're going to really tip the toe until you can stack your hips to the shoulders. And notice now, we're gonna face back. Earlier, we kind of did this, right? Forehead to thumb. Now, insert your head, thread it, and then face back. Look to your toes or your navel, which is more intense, right? And then from there, you're going to really tip toes until you could feel the stacking motion. All right, now when you're stacked, you're gonna bend one knee, kind of like what we did to the wall, right? And then this way, you can float. So why I did that to the wall with you is that so you can float, right? You can actually practice that float. All right, that is it for this class. Ooh, let's shake it up. And let's just face each other. And let's breathe in together. Reach your hands up. Ooh, exhale, palms down to your heart. Thanking your body for that quickie forearm burn. I hope you enjoyed, you guys, and I'll see you on my next one. Whew! Thank you guys for practicing with me. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye-you! By the way, bye-bye-you is just like me saying bye-bye, you know? Because some of you ask. All right, salute! Bye-bye-you! Bye-bye-you!